Step up, step up, step up. Step up, step up. Step up, step up, step up. Saw the screen glow green, thought I had the code. One tap, one grin, then I doubled my load. Borrowed time, borrowed pride, pushed it to the edge with my finger on the slide. Fresh white shoes on the shaky floor. One more click, I was asking for more. Big talk, big ring, thin as smoke. I was dancing with fire and I felt that choke. Heart in my throat, hand on the wheel. I kept saying maybe, like maybe it was real. One more swing, one more spin. The house was smiling, letting me in. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, maybe. Ride too high, burn too fast. Cash in my pockets, gone in the blast. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. Bet it all, baby. Now the room went cold when the line turned red. Tall, tall dreams fell down like a stack of lead. I chased that shine through a hungry rush. Found a velvet trap in a glossy crush. Every win got loud, every loss got mean. I was rich for a second, then I split the scene. No chain, no crown, no lucky hand, just a mouth full of dust where my promise had been. Oh, heart in my throat, hand on the wheel. I kept saying maybe, like maybe it was real. One more swing, one more spin. The house was smiling, letting me in. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, maybe. Ride too high, burn too fast. Cash in my pockets, gone in the blast. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. I learned the hard way what hunger can do. It puts on a diamond face, then it runs right through you. One step back, one breath in, a little less thunder, a little more skin. No more craving, no more show. I want my feet on the ground, where the real ones grow. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, maybe. Ride too high, burn too fast. Cash in my pockets, gone in the blast. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. I burned my lesson, now I know. Bet it all, and watch it go. Step up, step up, step up. Step up, step up. Step up, step up, step up. Saw the screen glow green, thought I had the code. One tap, one grin, then I doubled my load. Borrowed time, borrowed pride, pushed it to bet it all, maybe. Ride too high, burn too fast, cash in my pockets gone in the blast. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. Bet it all, baby. Now the room went cold when the line turned red. Tall, tall dreams fell down like a stack of lead. I chased that shine through a hungry rush. Found a velvet trap in a glossy crush. Every win got loud, every loss got mean. I was rich for a second, then I split the scene. No chain, no crown, no lucky hand, just a mouth full of dust where my promise had been. Oh, heart in my throat, hand on the wheel. I kept saying maybe, like maybe it was real. One more swing, one more spin. The house was smiling, letting me in. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, maybe. Ride too high, burn too fast, cash in my pockets gone in the blast. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. I learned the
Good evening, guys. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Asia Trade. We're going to try and trade gold today. I'm having a little bit of a glitch because for some reason, my Tradeovate accounts on Ola are not working. So we're just going to trade. I wanted to trade NASDAQ as well, but we're going to try and just trade gold off of MT5, which is working fine. You know, right in the trace. I'm actually going to close all of this stuff now. Nice and clean, because I want to spend today trading just pure clean dot structures, and it couldn't be easier. Look at this. It couldn't actually be easier doing this with the CFD side of it, because we can trade such small basis that we can almost resolve virtually every possible trade. What we're going to do, and this is the MT5 version. As you can see, the layout here is just incredibly simple. It's just the 8-period SMA against the slope and the VWAP, or the 200-period SMA. So gold obviously looking to is positive bid right now. But the thing that I'm focusing on, and the beauty of like the simplicity of this particular version. Hang on just a second. I'm trying to figure out with all the support what's going on. Hopefully we can fix it. For some reason, my Tradeovate is just my Tradeovate accounts, which on Ola, just not trading. You see, like this account right now, same idea, 8-period SMA. But if I were to just for argument's sake, if I were just to sell this right now, or if I wanted to say I wanted to buy bid on this, suspended. Why is it suspended? Exit. See, not working at all. Let's see if I buy market, just for argument's sake. I bought this market. Oh, working now. Working now. Okay. So not a trade I wanted, but let's just play with it. The key thing that I kind of want to show you is how we're going to just use very, very small risk in all these accounts to not even like care that much. I'm going to just exit this one over here. Okay. All right. So this account is working. Let me see if the other account is working. Let me just try the other account. Just bear with me a second here, guys. And let's try MNQ. Let's see. Buy bid. Nope. Huh. All right, the other account is not working. Oh, this is, never mind, it's 61. I want to go to 60. Sorry. Buy bid. Oh, cool. All right, cool. We can actually trade this now. Oh, great. We can trade futures and CFDs tonight. That makes my life much easier. So here's what I want to show you. This is NASDAQ. We're going to trade the exact same principle in NASDAQ as we're going to trade in gold. This is the 8-period SMA. This is the first candle that closes above the high over here, right? Breakout candle. Our stop is right underneath the low of this candle. The target is going to be about 70% of the risk. So right here, this is where I'm sitting on the entry. If I get stopped out, we'll wait for the next setup at 2 times size. Now, because this is a $100,000 account, we can go like 3, 4, 5 levels deep into this thing without even barely scratching risk. On a 25,000, it's going to be we're going to have to be a little bit more cautious, but even there, we can go 3, 4 times risk and not really have any impact. But we can do this on futures, and we can do this on CFDs as well. The great thing about the CFDs, of course, is you have this Ola Prime applet, which I offer to everybody who opens up an account with Ola Prime. All you need to do is just simply open up an account with Ola Prime and email me. I'll be happy to give you this Ola Prime BK applet. And this applet makes trading so much easier because the stops and targets are pre-ordered, and then we can also readjust and adjust them as they go. So, for example, I'm going to take this trade just for shits and giggles. We have 32 seconds left. If this trade, we got stopped out on the other one. Okay, fine. NASDAQ reverses, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go too large the other way, wait for the candle to close because we wanted to make sure that it doesn't retrace all the way back up, that it's not a fake out sell candle, which it may very well be. That's why I'm waiting. I'm going to wait for the close of this candle. All right. Now I sold twice, and here we go. And I'm going to put my stop right over here above this candle. Let's see if we can resolve this trade the other way. My risk is was at 39 to 52, about 15. I want a little bit more, about 0.7 of risk. Let's see if this is going to work on NASDAQ. So we're trading the exact same principle, which is once we're hitting fresh candle lows, or making closing lower than the lows, we're going to take that direction. The assumption here is that we're going to, this eventually is going to, momentum is going to give us continuity. Continuity gives us profits. That's all we're doing. And because we can afford to go 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, we should be able to resolve our trades continuously in hopefully a positive manner. Now, yeah, it could go against us. The stop here, this is a natural stop. The stop in this trade is the high of this candle. If this candle completely reverses, goes back up, then we're wrong on price. But until it does that, we're just staying in price and just trying to let this thing play itself out. Regardless of what happens, you see the risk here is tiny. We have $4,000 worth of risk on this $100,000 account. We're already up a couple $100 on this account. So I'll show you hopefully how we can build more. This is the NASDAQ part of it. On the gold side, gold gold we can also sell here. Let's actually sell here on this one on the CFD, because I want to show you how we can sell it on CFD. So gold over here would be 422 is our stop. Watch how I can do this on this tablet. I just simply go 422. Sorry, 4722. Right? Modify stop, and it goes straight down to the move my stop right down there. And now my target will be like somewhere around 16. And we'll see if we can, how this will play itself out. Meantime, we can go back to Tradovate and see what NASDAQ is doing and trade that. Only charges $9. Yeah, but it doesn't charge anything to trade Tradeovate off Tradeovate. See, I'm trading it directly off Tradeovate charts. It works fine. Like, excuse me. Excuse me. Like once you kind of absorb the idea, you can actually trade it directly off Tradeovate charts without much difficulty. So I'm doing the exact same thing right here, Keith. Oh. I simply slap the the 8 SMA on it, and I just basically refer back and forth if I want to look back, or you could just simply use the CFD version, which makes it which has all the stuff built in, the indicator built in, nice and clean. So the idea here is just basically scalp with momentum, let momentum take you to continuity in the cleanest, simplest possible way, right? See, and you see how the trade gets resolved. We go back to being positive, so on and so forth, right? Where are we on this? On gold. Gold is up against us. So again, we're just simply holding the natural stop here. If gold goes back up and it starts to rally, we will reverse back on size on gold. Same idea. The idea is just that by keeping size small and trades continuous, you're just constantly resolving them, hopefully positive, while keeping your risk very, very controlled. Am I a bot or live? Do I sound like a bot? Are you serious? Do I really sound like a bot, Joe Bozo? Do you not see me moving around? What am I, Max Headroom? Oh my God! Let's see who. That was a reference for really old people. Who got that reference? So I'm going to press these trades just to be a little bit more aggressive on these accounts, meaning that if this candle closes, what do we have 28 seconds. Like, for example, the close over here is a red dot. I'm just going to press this trade to the downside, again, using the top of this candle as my natural stop. This is going to be a small, very tiny little position. But, it's still money. This way we get a chance to have lots. You guys get a chance to have lots of trades with me and get the idea of how the setup works. So sell. Okay, this I'm going to bring the stop all the way basically over here. It's a tiny little risk, right? 34 to 38, and basically 7 of this would be like this. It's really a small risk. But the idea is, if you go back on the charts, you see that this is a dot trade. As long as it's a dot trade, I'm going to try and trade continuity on this thing. Not just take the the first dot trade here, but we're going to try and take as many dot trades as possible. I just try to resolve them as it goes forth. Now this almost hit my target while I was away, but didn't quite resolve it. We'll give it a shot. I'm sitting over here on the ladder, as you can see. Let's see how gold is doing. Gold is, that got done. So we just made a little bit more money on this, and we'll just keep going. Gold we're still floating the gold. it looks like we're starting to get to break even. We'll staying in this trade against this particular entry. This is our original entry. Let's see if we can get a move going here. But it's just going to be, purely trading momentum all night long. 44, 43 seconds left. This low still closing below the low, still showing us weakness. Still giving me a chance to trade, but I'm waiting because if it comes back up, that's not a trade. Right now, it's not a trade. I'll be right back, guys. Just give me just 1 sec. I got to just do something. I'll be right back. I'll play some music in the meantime. I'll be right back. So the other reason why you can do this so frequently in Asia is because Asia is a very, very narrow range trade. So your risks are tiny. They're 5 points, 10 points. They're not really big risks to assume. So you can do lots and lots of tiny little trades that you can have a lot of confidence will get resolved, because even if it's on a second or third or fourth attempt, you'll be able, you don't need a lot of big movement. Unlike North America session, where you have 30, 40, 50 point candles and the risk is massive on every single candle, here the risk is small. So what you do is you can just nibble at every single trade and have a good time. Like here's a trade that you can see it. It's the candle is reversing and completely closing. Oops, I'm going the other way too. But let's just give this a shot. I'm going to still take this trade, make the stop against this high. This is my natural high. And my target is actually going to be right here. Let's see if this resolves. And if it doesn't, if it's choppiness, it's fine. I definitely, no, it's actually a pretty decent trade because I think the slope was negative on this one, but it's definitely, reversing. Yeah. This is a legit trade, but if it takes me out on the highs, fine. I'll wait for the next setup. Boom. And I'm actually going to reverse myself now. Let's see. We got to wait for the candle to close and make sure that it holds above the highs. Otherwise, it's not a trade. Now my stop is underneath here with a target somewhere around here, 0.7 of this. Let's see if this is going to pull up. Take a look at what's gold doing. Oh, gold stopped us out and totally reversed. I haven't paid much attention to gold on this one, but let's just get larger on gold here. And oops, I put the stop loss in the wrong place. I'm gonna get. Let me try it again. Sorry. I put the stop loss over here. I had 419, 47.19. 47.19. And the target will be like 47.22. 47.22 modified. All right, let's see if we can get that done on gold the other way. And here we go on Tradeovate. Hopefully this positive trade takes us up here. I'm getting chopped out on gold here. Okay, gold is giving me a green dot trade, and we got about 41 seconds. If this holds, the trade is going to be to go long with the stop underneath here. Let's see if we can get that resolved. Oh, it's got to hold. Fifteen seconds left. I'll put a stop underneath here around 47.18. Red reversing on me. Now we're going to go 3. "42 seconds left." The key thing here is to just be completely in sync with the flow, and not, be willing to go 3, 4, 5 large into the trade. Let it trade itself out. 58, sell market. All right, my stop's going to be above here. Put a target over here. Boom, you see how fast that got resolved? I'm going to try and trade continuity on this thing a little bit. This close, as long as this closes below this low, I will trade it again. Move the stop right underneath here. If it's going to come back up against me, fine. I don't care. If it's a good trade, should not break the highs of this candle. So if it stops me out, that means you don't have continuity. And one of the challenges of trying to scalp CFDs, which I wouldn't have with futures, is I got to overcome the spread. So there's like 40, 50 points of spread that I have to overcome before I even get profitable, which always sucks. But that's just, the aspect of CFDs. And boom, my futures get done, and we're making more money. And now we're going to try and press again. 22 seconds left, so there's a lot of, if this candle stays red, we'll just keep pressing it. I am scalping, correct. Yeah, the promo on Ola Prime, the better promo is actually Prop Fest 35. Use that, guys, and you get a better discount. Oops, let me sell this. Okay, I'm going to stay again above this candle. Let's see if we can make one more scalp to the downside. All right, gold is just doing nothing. If you look at the trading view chart, you see basically I'm trading every red dot to the downside. Now where it's actually session lows on NAS. Maybe we'll break the session lows. We'll see. I want to see what actually gold looks like on futures. So gold actually looks pretty negative on futures. See, if this stays negative, I'm just going to sell this futures on gold. Yeah, gold definitely looks bad. I'm going to sell this right now as on the close of this candle against the short over here. And I'm gonna put my stops over here. Oh, why isn't this? Oh, this chart. So my stop should be over here on gold. NASDAQ just keeps crawling to session lows. Gold is really super choppy, so it's going to just whip you back and forth, which is fine. I'm going to be patient enough to let it work itself out. People always ask me, well, how do you know? How do you avoid chop like this, where there's no continuity? Like every breakout is a fake out. Every breakdown is a fake out. And the answer is you can't. You just have to be patient enough until it eventually resolves to the upside or to the downside. That's why you trade small. Your best defense against chop is size, because if you could figure out when not to trade chop, then you'd be just printing money without ever taking risk. The whole point is that's the risk. The risk is that you don't know if the market is in just pure chop mode or it has some continuity behind it. And honestly, it's for the kind of scalping that I'm doing, it's much easier for me to do this on futures where I can see it much sharper. So here I can reverse myself cleanly here. Where am I? How much time do I have? 20 seconds. So fine. I mean, if this trade holds above the 26s, that's going to be a good trade for me to go long. I'm happy to take it the other way around. But can this just die over here? Yes, unlikely though. I think if this thing holds over here, we probably rally back up to the 31s. Right. I'm on the trade here. My stop is going to be underneath here, right? 25 to 29, which means I'm basically looking to like around 31, 30 to see if we can extend, make this trade go wrong. So this is our natural stop against this low, and see if we can have this thing extend itself out. Meantime, I think on the MNQ, our trade totally got TP'd. We TP'd on the MNQ. So, now we're just going to manage the gold trade. Let's see if the gold trade can pop this channel. We need Trump to say something? Yeah. It's okay. How's NASDAQ looking? NASDAQ continued, we should have just simply traded NASDAQ, because NASDAQ is just a straight down continuity trade now, right? Really, we could have taken this trade, nice and clean. I just, I promised you I was going to trade gold, so we got, we're basically just sitting in gold chop, which is fine. Gold is going to resolve itself. Gold is going to eventually start to take a direction, and we're going to try to ride that direction. Once it does, we'll try to ride that direction. Maybe it'll do it this time. See, look at this. We were short all the way through here. We should have just simply stayed with the dots on NASDAQ. But I'm trying to do two things at once, so my focus a little bit disturbed. Tomorrow. And I also had my futures account wasn't working, so it was hard to get this all set up. But tomorrow, hopefully, we'll really zone in and lock in on just simply doing this, just trading straight down, on this thing. Oops, sorry. Trying to get the still pressing it just to see if we can press a little bit of the move and trade. There we go. Come on, ticket. I'm not gonna press much on this, but this is just such an easy, clean scalp. Gold tested our stop, but kind of bounced back. Let's see if it wants to rally a little bit. This is pretty much a sign of a market doesn't want to do anything. And the smart thing is just to not do anything. If honestly, if this trade kind of stops me out, I will probably just simply leave gold alone and maybe come back to it before the end of the session if we have some time, because it really does need to, like, this is 1, 2, 3. Once you have like 3 non-penetrable tops or 3 non-penetrable bottoms, basically there's, it's just a tiniest of ranges. It really isn't worth your time. You just simply wait until you get something like this, where you get a nice continuity move here. Now this eventually is going to bounce, and it's going to be interesting. I'm going to show you sort of some other analytical stuff that we have to help us understand the bounces and the reversals. Like, can we get a turn out of this trade yet or not? We'll see. But this was, we started this trade essentially over here as 128, and it went all the way down there. Yeah, so gold basically just chopping around, doing nothing. And really, until and unless it breaks this sort of level here, not much of an interest for us. However, if it re-rallies back up and takes this candle out, the high, we can go back again. I will go back again. Because what's happening is it's making higher lows, and it feels like it wants to run a little bit higher. The price action is telling you it wants to run a little bit higher. SMA moving up, but it really needs to rally through this, the high over here. It's got to close like 27.5, 27.8. There we go. Buy market. Now I'm going to be underneath here. Big breakout. Let's see if we can get any movement to the upside. And if we don't, then you know that this is just a yank job today. This is a big sweep of the ladder, so we should hopefully get some extension here. Yeah. This is me sitting over here, right here. There we go. I got lifted. Okay, and now we can go back to see if this is really going to be a breakout trade. The stop is going to be underneath here. And see if we can run a little bit of momentum over here on gold. Now look at this. We're just basically, look at this. It's really just hitting straight up the range. Like, kind of the only trade to take in gold in this environment is the mid-range trade. Is, if you get just too far out of the range, you get smacked right back. Gold is just chop city. Let's see what Nasdaq is doing. All right, here's Nasdaq. This is interesting. So we can go on the TradingView chart. So this tells us that the buying has kind of paused. Now comes the next interesting candle. Is this a true V-shaped bottom, or we're going to get like a more retest to the downside? So we'll see. I'm going to try and want to watch this this trade. Right now, it's telling us that sellers still have a little bit of control and they want to try to press it down, but we got about 35 seconds left. So yeah, this is not closing on the lows yet. See, it's holding bid. And gold chops out again. So gold is basically kind of like buy at the bottom. Like gold is the exact reverse. When we're in this situation, the exact reverse of our strategy should work, where you basically, sell the bottoms. Although this is the first time we're extending all the way to the range. Like this is a pretty good candle. I'm gonna sell this candle if the candle holds somewhere around here, because the first time it's breaking the lows of the range, which means maybe that the sellers want to press it a little lower. So we'll give it a shot. All right, my stop's going to be underneath over here, so we can get an extension to the downside a little bit. And this is breaking out to the upside. So now we have a break to the upside. Now it's showing us a possible turn trade. Now you guys know I'm always a buyer of Nasdaq. Like I like Nasdaq to the upside much more than I like selling it. But I need to have some confidence that it's actually going to hold it. Oh, okay. All right, small risk here, because really just basically this candle is my risk. So my reward will be like somewhere around here. Let's see if it's going to pop. Okay, that pops. Let's see what gold is doing with itself. Gold is going to torture us. Gold today is literally like the perfect anti-dot strategy, where you just simply wait and buy the lows. There's no continuity, right? And you could kind of tell after you have three, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 points of discontinuity. You kind of bet on the fact that it stays that way until proven otherwise. That's probably the adjustment we need to make when we're trading Asia, is that we just simply traded the other way. We just faded continuously until it proves us otherwise, right? Until it proves us otherwise. So like in this particular case right now, we get stopped out and this thing goes all the way to the highs over here. We're just going to sell the highs and let it prove to us otherwise that it's or actually not even sell the highs. We need what is the right trade is you watch for the failure candle. You watch for, here's the highs, here's the failure candle. That's your sell. Basically, you sell at the edge of the range instead of trying to bet on continuity, because obviously You're not going to get that, and that's like a really good strategy to do in Asia. Um, you know, that could really work. In so many, we have so many hours where Asia is just basically doing this. So then what you're doing is just simply looking for the first turn off the bottom of the range, um, and just completely reverse your strategy. But the key thing is you staying on natural stops against the positions that are there, and it all works for you. This was a big break though. This candle kind of broke the lows here, so it'd be interesting to see if the sellers have any more juice. Have a large stop against this move, but you know if they kind of consolidate and they start breaking it to the low, to the bottom, then finally this range may give way. And here's the classic reversal in Nasdaq, which we caught. We caught right here. Do you guys know how to? I wonder. I think if you go into chart settings. Oops, sorry. Show fills. Yeah, show fills. This shows the fills, right? So you can actually see us. You can see the fills over here on the trades. So this was the turn reversal fill. I'm just staying very patient in this gold trade. To me, it doesn't really matter. The size is very small. If this busts out, we'll just we'll just reconfigure ourselves and rework the position. But I'm still operating at this candle is the dominant candle right now, and until the high gets broken, I'm not moving my position. Now, with Nasdaq, we had the turn, we had the bounce basically, and now we're pressing the lows. So I'm going to sell this. Again, stop underneath this candle, and if there's continuity, which there is, see, I'm just super slow on my moves here. Fuck, I should have killed this manually. All right, we're gonna just kill it manually because I was too slow in trying to get my take profits done. But yeah, this was a nice clean, straight down take profit move, right? Now let's see what it wants to do for the rest of the candle. And now it's pressing lower. Again, I'm going to just hold my risk here, see if my take profit will, if it'll come back my take profit. This is session lows over here, so it's pretty easy. They can do a double bottom bounce. If it does, if it makes a higher low, we'll trade that too. We'll just reverse ourselves. But until it shows us that it's ready to do a double bottom bounce, we're not going to do anything. Boom, nice clean trade to the downside. Gold, in the meantime, starting to slowly crawl towards our entry point, but nothing much going on here. It's still choppy, still non-directional. This candle is not having any follow through. But they're also not able to completely reverse it. So until they're not able to reverse it, we're not going to do anything with it. But I'll be honest with you, I don't like the fact that they're holding it so many minutes without breaking it down. I'd love to see it break down a little bit more. It looks like the buyers just came in here at the 23 and are unwilling to bend. But generally, you see, gold having very, very choppy moves. So an easy way to think about this, like a really, really easy way to think about how to properly scalp chop, a super, super easy way to mentally imagine it is if it's above the 8 SM, if it's chop. Now, obviously, that's the big assumption. If it's chop, if it's above the 8 SMA, you wait for the red candle. You wait for the candle that breaks the lows, or just a down candle. If it's below, you wait for the green one. That's it. It's just as simple as that. And you basically trade the chop, or the 8 SMA doesn't become the pull away zone. It becomes the mean reversion zone. Super, super easy to kind of handicap it this way, right? Does that make sense to you guys? You see what I'm saying? Now we keep moving all the way down here. Now this is going to be interesting. So here's the session lows. What I'm more interested in at this point is, can we get a higher low and a reversal back up, or if this thing just going to crash? I don't want to be short this thing until it breaks the 70 level, because it feels like we've had a big sell-off, and it's looking for a reversal here, but it needs to make that reversal on a higher low, which is doing actually right now. It's 24.25. Breaking to the lows, testing the double bottom here. I'm not going to sell into the double bottom because it's not a trade I like to do. But seller's still in control. See, and now, boom, boom, double bottom, big reversal, big reversal. They tested the bottom, so we wait patiently to see if this candle holds. If the buyers really reversed this. Holy shit. Look at this. Look how they reversed the trade. It's a big, big pop to the upside. It feels like there's news. No? All right, we're gonna get long this thing. Now we have to wait. We have to wait patiently until yeah, this feels like news. Okay, stop has to be all the way underneath here. Big stop. Now let's see if the target gets up here. Now with gold, we're just going to trade what I just told you, which is like, if it's above the 8 SMA, we wait for the red. If it's below, we're going to wait for the green. We're just going to trade the chop here. They'll give us two different kind of ways of trading. See if there's any news. Oh, no news. Just a big reversal. Ooh, look at that reversal. Holy shit. Wow. Okay, we're gonna sell. Wow, it's really choppy markets. Man. Wow, what's going on here? That's really, it feels like there's news, but I don't see any news going on. It's really choppy. I'm getting killed here. What's going on? Wow, that really feels like news, but that was just a really big reversal. I really hate trading on this trade of eight. God damn it. I should have just killed it. There we go. There we go. Getting it done. Getting it done. All right. We reversed it a little bit. Let me go back to gold because I want to sort of gold now finally broke this range. After all this putzing around, gold finally broke the range. I'm still going to assume until proven different. I'm going to basically wait for a red candle. Oh, look at this! Gold is just popping. 8 o'clock pop, I guess. We try to trade the breakout during chop, and then now it's finally starting to break out. But I'm still going to basically assume that anything above 8 SMA on a red side is going to be a sell against the highs, and see if we can trade that. This was really weird. I mean, and this happens. Sometimes somebody has a big order, they just totally flushed it because it was clear that they wanted to buy the bottom here. Somebody flushed it and they came right back and brought it back up. So I had to go 2 or 3 times back into this trade, but eventually that resolved. All right, I'm going to try and sell this gold on the assumption that we're going to just basically fade the range still in gold. Gold is still range fadeable. All right, I'm going to exit out, guys. I got to go. Gold, clearly not the trade today, but good lesson for us for tomorrow to be able to, if we're going to get into chop tomorrow, we're definitely going to take advantage of this. I'm sure this is actually going to work, but I got to go because it's 8 o'clock and I got to run. Same thing tomorrow. We're going to try to reset ourselves, trade a little bit gold, a little bit better, but NASDAQ was fine. It's just a matter of resolving gold. Hopefully by tomorrow, I'll bring this back up to green and you'll see, you'll see that the tactic's going to work. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.